again for my second vlog. And the topic of today is I have invested in a football club, and that football club is Lewes. Now, this club, I had to do some research on it, but this club is in the 7th tier of English football, which is like the Isthmian League. And I found out they got promoted from the 8th tier, which is quite cool. And I think I've heard of this club before, but yeah, I think I've heard of this club before. So, they play in the Isthmian League. They're Lewes FC. They're from a town. They're obviously from Lewes in East Sussex, which is basically near Brighton, Eastbourne, Hastings, them areas there. And I decided to invest in that football club. Now, obviously, you guys must be thinking, why would I invest in a football club? Like, on a level, like, to be honest, but to be fair with you, I had a little dream that, you know what, owning a football club is probably, you guys basically would kind of have that dream, but yeah, I've been having all sorts of dreams on that, so yeah. Now, I wasn't thinking about, owning, like, you know, clubs like Arsenal. I mean, you gotta be like billionaires to invest in Arsenal, like, and other Premier League clubs. So like Premier League clubs are just like owned by billionaires and stuff like that. Whereas like lower league clubs are probably usually run by people who have a decent wage and are like willing to invest in like their grassroots club in order to like elevate them up the leagues and in order to turn them into a professional club. Now, obviously Lewes FC is like a semi-professional club, and those guys actually do have history. Now, they were founded on the 23rd of September 1885, which was a year before when Arsenal was founded in 1886, and 13 years before Portsmouth was formed in 1898. And they, in 1896, they were founding members of the East Sussex League, so it was kind of probably like one of them local leagues. So, yeah, the club received national attention when they were like in the FA Cup first round in 1990. In that season, they obviously was drawing against Stoke City. Now, this match was supposed to be played at Lewes Ground, the Dripping Pan, but FA reversed it to the Britannia Stadium, and Stoke won that match 2-0. And the club finished the season obviously by getting promoted from Isthmian Division 2 to the Division 1 South or something. Lewes entered the 6th tier in 2004-2005. They won the Division 1 South Isthmian League the season before that, and yeah, they reached the playoffs that season, had a couple of matches, and yeah, the club actually excelled in the 6th tier. They actually finished top 5, but they couldn't get any higher because like their stadium wasn't like conference national standard. But yeah, 2007-2008, Lewes basically upset all the odds. They won the Conference South. But yeah, the whole of their team left, and the manager left for that I don't know what reason, but the following season, in the 2008-2009, that's when I probably got into football actually. That season, Lewes finished bottom. They were relegated with 24 points. And yeah, I found out, I thought 24 points was actually the lowest in like the 5th tier standard. But it turns out that, yeah, I don't even know who got the lowest points actually in the 5th tier. I keep thinking Joel Destin or Hyde. I don't know which one. Gotta have a look at that. But yeah, 2010, 2011, Lewes had some major problems. Like they nearly went into liquidation. Like, liquidation is like when a team basically is no more, it folds. And yeah, it folds. And so many clubs have actually folded. Like, I think Lewes went into administration that year. Like, usually when a club goes into administration, you get 10 points deducted from your tally, which would mainly result in relegation most of the time, but not all the time. Or it makes you miss out on promotion. Doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes it can happen as well. So yeah, they were relegated back to 7th tier, and a couple seasons back they were actually relegated to the 8th tier, and last year they got promoted. So hopefully Lewes can return to the 5th tier under the backing of the fans. Now obviously Lewes FC is owned by the fans. It's 100% fan owned. So I currently own the club as well, as with like probably thousands of other fans as well. They each have a share each. They can put shares into the club. They can vote on whatever decisions. And yeah, yearly memberships as well. So yeah, £30 put into Lewes, put into grassroots football. And yeah, so Lewes actually run a scheme. It's called Equality FC, and they basically pay the men's and women's teams same amounts. Like, I think this is the first club ever in semi-professional or professional football to actually pay men and women the same amount. Like, yeah, you know what? I respect Lewes for doing that. Like, I invested into this club to basically see what it would be like to become an owner of the club, but also finding out that they pay men and women the same amount. I mean, yeah, you know what? Ratings to that. I give ratings. Like, sustainable. And yeah, rate that store. So obviously, Lewes FC obviously had run a women's team called Lewes FC Women, and the women actually have better success than the men's team. They're in the 2nd tier of the women's league, so they are competing against like so big teams like Manchester United's women's team, who were actually formed this year, like a couple months back. They're facing off against Tottenham's team. They faced off against Charlton's team, Arsenal's team, although they got beat 9-0. I think they'll actually take credit for that. I think so. Yeah, and Lewes FC women are doing well, and yeah, top 2 teams basically get promoted into the WSL, which is like basically I think it's like 11 or 10 teams. I'm not sure about that. And yeah, obviously those teams include like Arsenal ladies, Chelsea ladies, City women, Liverpool ladies, all those teams there. So yeah, Lewes have done well. So yeah, and I think Lewes are top 2 as well. So if they get promoted, it will be a big step up into the big leagues, and I think they would turn professional actually. Most of the women there who actually play for them actually work. They are part-timers, so they had to work another job to make ends meet. But yeah, the Arsenal ladies are all professionalized. Like, they all play football, and they all play professionally, and they get professional wages. So yeah, it's brilliant. And also the men and women's teams share a stadium as well, which is cool as well. And yeah, and obviously Lewes FC women are nicknamed the Rockettes, so obviously come on you Rockettes. Oh man. And obviously Lewes FC, the men's team, are nicknamed the Rooks. And yeah, those Lewes FC are actually 3rd in the league behind Manchester United and Tottenham. So yeah, they're doing all right. But if they get promoted, it'll be brilliant. If they don't get promoted, it'll be alright. I think they'll definitely get promoted in the future. The women's team, of course. Hopefully the men's team can reach the Football League at some point. It would be cool if Lewes FC actually made it into the Football League, 100% owned by the fans and that. And obviously, I think fan-owned clubs are like probably decent. To be fair with you, Portsmouth FC was obviously fan-owned, as you know. Yeah, Pompey went into administration in 2010. They got docked 9 points. They were relegated. They still reached the FA Cup final, to be fair with them. I'll give them that. Lost to Chelsea 1-0. They couldn't compete in the Europa League because of the financial problems and that. And, yeah. Obviously, not to mention Pompey FC did win the FA Cup back in 2008. So, yeah, big up the Pompey lads. Oh, man. Obviously, Pompey FC was in the Championship 2 years. Then administration, they got a new owner. They came out of administration, right? 2011, they got a new owner. And basically, he just ran the club dry. So they went in administration again. Pompey FC got relegated 2012. However, we accumulated a points tally, which meant, had we not got a 10 points deducted, we wouldn't have been relegated, and that Barnsley would have been relegated instead. But yeah, 10 points were deducted, and we were relegated with Coventry and Doncaster that season. And then Pompey FC got relegated again. I mean, I think we had another 10 points taken off us. Basically, it was delayed, and then yeah, the 10 points basically took off us. We finished bottom, last of the entire League One. We wouldn't have been last otherwise if it wasn't for the 10 points deducted. But yeah, it was meant to be. And Pompey nearly slipped out the league in like after 2012, like you're talking 2014, 2015. But Pompey FC managed to achieve survival from League 2. And yeah, Pompey FC got promoted 2017, and then boom, we're in League 1, and boom, we are top of the table by the making of this video. Although we lost today, but we're still top, who cares? We're getting promoted into the Championship. You can believe that. And you can believe Pompey FC will become a Premier League team in the future. Nah, near future. Because, yeah, we're Pompey FC. We're a big club, mate. Anyway, guys, I hope you like my video of why I invested in Lewes FC. And hopefully you guys should know about Lewes FC, how the equality issue, men and women are paid the same at that club. And obviously, I'm hoping you guys can put a £30 share. It's only £30. Come on, it's not that deep. Just invest in a football club, innit? It'll be fun. It'll be lit. Trust me. Peace out. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Peace out, amigos.